Welcome, adventurers, to a world of wonder and whimsy, of fantasy and the fantastic, of Dungeons and Dragons. Please clap.
Yes, that flair.
Previously on Radventure, your party found themselves surrounded by deer, and you met the Deer Lord, a proclaimed protector of the lost tomb of the NecroWraith Scepter. He judged each of you, believing 75% of you to have true hearts. The rest of you vouched for Yotik, and stole the Nomenomicon back from him, because fuck you, why did you take that? And I'm taking it back, giving it to the Deer Lord. Who then returned it to the Nomen Empire, putting it in a little ball, shooting it up and bamfing it back that direction, because the Nomen Empire had seemed to descend into chaos.
We can definitely never go back there, guys.
No.
We have to go back to verify. We still don't know if we can trust this guy. He just claimed it was in chaos.
They would definitely kill all of us, or at least Yotik.
You know, blind faith is, I think, the best route to take in this scenario. I never want to go there again out of sheer shame.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Deer Lord then gave you all necklaces with little carved deer heads on them, and said you all were worthy, and accompanied you into the Desert of Dangers as a gargantuan sandworm emerged. Magnolia slammed on the gas, and you all sped away, Yodik pumping up the engines as Whirl and Gert distracted the creature with giant bats and major images of potential sandworm mates, respectively. The party reached the tomb, which is surrounded by giant spikes, and the Deer Lord said he could aid them no further, because he had been super helpful so far. On a high, Magnolia was ready to go further. But it does not appear that the van will fit into the tomb, even with Yotik's reduction on it, which could potentially get it in there, but maybe not get it out. The tomb marked the letters LTNWS. See, the van turns to you, Magnolia, and says, "You go, I stay, no follow." And you share a moment as it ejects the disc that started this whole journey. You take it with you as you head down into the tomb. And that's where we pick up. The smell of cool, stale air fills your nostrils. Deep down, you head into the lost tomb, traveling for 5-10 minutes through this sort of twisting labyrinth of corridors, angles, stairs, and it opens into a tiled room, where you see in the center of this room, there's a square elevated platform, 20 feet by 20 feet, like only 5 feet up, and you see all around it there are these sort of 3 lines of ropes. Around this ring there are dozens of empty folding chairs, and inside the ring you see a figure. What would you like to do?
What kind of figure? Is it like a lithe figure? Is lithe live or skinny? Does it look like a living person?
Yeah, make a perception check.
All right. I'll get my thesaurus out later.
It looks like a lathe. Like
Is it a lathe of heaven?
Yeah.
What am I doing? That's a 10.
It's pretty clear that this figure is unmoving and looks to be a statue of some kind. As you get a little closer past the folding chairs, you see that it is a very muscly man in a leotard, wearing sunglasses and the sort of this do-rag to keep this massive hairdo tied back. And he's sort of posed like he's like about to like do like a bear hug, like he's out like you do see on the opposite side of the room there is a door.
What an imposing figure. Do you think it means something?
Looks like he's trying to kill someone.
Yes. I'm gonna pose across from him like as if he's attacking me and be like, "Oh no! Quick, someone take a picture."
Do you enter the ring?
What's a picture?
Wait, there's a ring?
Yeah, this is on a platform, and it's in
Oh,
this sort of like raised.
Are there
there's
ropes?
these ropes around
Oh,
it.
no, I would not cross the ropes. I thought it was just a platform.
Can I like throw a rock into the ring to see what happens?
Sure. I like that's canon now that Gert just has rocks. It reminds me of here. You throw a rock into the ring, blink, lands, bounces a little bit, but doesn't move. Nothing happens.
Seems safe.
You want to just see if the door's unlocked?
Yes.
Yeah.
This ring is reminding me of that fight that we had where we had to sit on each other's shoulders.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think we should mess with it.
Does anyone have, like, we'll stand here, mage hand goes to open the door, if everything's all cool, we'll pass?
That's a great idea. I cast Mage Hand and wrap the mage arcane phalanges around the mundane door handle and give it a rotate.
You go for the door handle, and there is none. You don't see a handle of any kind. You don't see a keyhole. It is just 2 pieces of stone.
Mamma mia.
Here we go again.
Can I get my mage fingernails in there and give it a...
Sure. You do. Nothing happens.
Oh, I'm just gonna go up to it and push on it. Maybe it's a push door instead of a pull door.
I have run too many games for you to know that it's just a big monkey. You said you pulled on the door. You didn't push. So, yeah, you push, you pull, you finagle around. The door does not seem to budge.
Yotik, do you have any explosives on you?
I turn to Gert. Do I just seem like the kind of person who carries explosives?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, no, I don't.
Okay.
I look in my bag. No. Why, do you have any explosives?
No, that's why I was asking you.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
We probably have to poke this statue and make him open the door for us or something.
Oh, yes. Mr. Statue, will you open the door, please?
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and, like, pet him on the head. Mr. Statue, please.
I'll say, Whirl, with your passive perception, you notice that as the mage hand touches the head moves like a little bit. Not a lot though, just like a little like boop, and then stops.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Strong.
Hold on, do that again. I think it moved.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Strong.
No, with the hand.
Oh, right. I pet him more with the hand.
It looks like the head sort of turns. Every other part of the body is rock or solid, but there's sort of like the head can turn a little bit. It doesn't look like the force of Mage Hand pushes it anything more than like a centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we have to, like, unscrew his head.
Oh, yes, maybe. Maybe he's one of those astounding screw-on head people.
Is he, like, in, like, the center of the ring, or is he, like, toward one of the, like, more toward the edge?
He's close to the center. He's not exactly in the center.
Okay, so like, to physically reach him, we would have to, like, go into the ring.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably a bad idea.
Yes. Who wants to climb into the ring? Not it. I touch my nose, which I totally have.
I mean, I can.
Thank you.
You're so brave, Magnolia.
Thank you. I just, I'm still on that high from that car chase with the sandworm.
That was pretty exciting, wasn't it?
If you're going in there, take a guidance.
Sweet. I'm gonna climb into the ring.
As you stand in the ring, the figure does not move.
Oh.
See if you can unscrew his head, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Okay.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Ooh, an 18.
Add your D4 to it.
19.
That's something.
Whirl, you feel the bats fade from outside.
Oh, yeah. Right.
As concentration.
That's fine.
Side note.
With a 19, Anelia, you start turning the head, and for like that first second, it moves like a good few inches, and then it stops. And you're using like the same amount, if not more energy, but then it immediately turns back to face straight ahead.
Does it look like the statue is looking at something in the room?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
Both of you make investigation checks.
Investigate.
Oh, yeah, that's not terrible.
Ooh,
That's a 19 for me.
it's an 18 for me.
Nice. We're great at this.
I know, so good.
The figure does not appear to be looking anywhere, but you do notice like the bare hands that are up are almost like he's bracing for something, like an impact.
Oh.
And you do see that the leotard, it has these odd triangles on it as well.
Maybe we should try to, since this seems like a little wrestling guy, maybe since there's folding chairs, we should try to hit him with the folding chair and see if that wakes him up.
That's
Ooh.
brilliant. Yes.
All right.
What could the triangles mean, though?
Do I recognize the triangles in any way?
Make history checks, anyone who'd like to.
Yeah, sure.
And are you going to?
I'll make a history check.
Ooh, or can I interpret them as if maybe they're of religious significance?
You can.
I want to look through that lens. Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 6 is 26.
Sure. Not religious.
I got 22.
22.
13.
I got a 10.
Gert, you've heard of some of like the wrestling performers. This is Nacho Man Sandy Ravage. That's the first time I've said that out loud. A famous wrestler who indeed got hit in the face with a chair.
Someone toss me a chair, guys.
Yeah, I'll throw the chair to Magnolia because she's right there.
And I'll take a nice big fucking swing.
I'll
Cool.
give you another guidance before you swing at it.
Nice. Make an athletics check at advantage with guidance.
Ooh, thank goodness for guidance. Nat 20.
Oh my god.
So this is 22. So 25.
25. Yeah, you take this chair and just... And you see that the head spins all the way around. And
Something about cars, man. Really just grinds my gears.
the stone figure immediately takes a hand and clasps it on your shoulder. You are the cream of the crop. And then starts walking across the room, out of the ring, and goes to the door, and just opens it. Come on.
Thanks,
through.
man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
He was so helpful.
Thank you, sir. Sorry we hit you in the face.
That's what happens when you're the cream of the crop, and you rise to the top.
That'd be a fun carnival game, guys. We should
Dang.
think about investing.
I've never seen someone use a chair so violently. I'm
Right?
I'm moved.
It's the car, the van. I feel its power. It's gassing me up.
Amazing.
I'm gonna duck under Nacho Man and go through the door.
As you head into the next room, you see that there's this sort of dark corridor, and then you see a door to another room. As you step inside, it's dark. Some of you with dark vision can see like outlines of things, but as your eyes just bright spotlights shoot down from above, blinding all of you. And as your eyes adjust, you see a red glow in the distance. The outline of a massive mountain built of wood and metal. At the very top, you see a big red button. And above it, you see a timer start counting down from 30 seconds. I need everyone to roll initiative.
No.
What?
Oh my god.
15.
8.
7.
4.
You see this mountain, and you see this button up top and this timer counting down, this sort of great crag like structure. First up, Whirl, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll take a second to just like look around, like, is there like another way out of this room, or is basically all we see ahead is this giant mountain with the big red button?
Make a perception check.
16.
You sort of like walk around to the side, and you do see that there is a door on the opposite end. You don't see any keyhole or
Similar.
any handles exactly.
Okay.
And you do feel like a little rumbling in the room, and look up near the top of this thing where there's like some moving parts and like mechanical gadgets and gizmos just sort of whirring around.
I guess I'll just kind of start climbing.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Oh. This is all a dexterity-based thing.
17.
17. Yeah, you can mark yourself off with one success.
Okie dokie.
So you start making your way up. You get about a third of the way up.
Cool.
At that time, I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh, not 20.
That's a 13 for me.
14.
An 18.
Yotik and Whirl, you see that there are these big rocks that fall down from the top of the mountain, and they sort of bamf into you. They're these like boulders. Whirl, you are hit with one. You realize it's more of like a plasticky cardboard, but it's still heavy.
Sure.
And you and Yotik both take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, big 4.
Uh-huh.
That's not a nice boulder.
That will bring us to Yotik's turn.
How tall is this mound of garbage or whatever it is?
That's about 120 feet tall.
Okay, I'm going to extend my wings and fly through the air, and I'm going to dash. So I move 100 feet.
You like rise up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that's really bad. That's a 5.
As you like rise up, you feel in the air these sort of thin, very thin tripwire lines. And as you hit one, there's this big sound as a giant net falls on you.
Oh,
You
no.
are restrained.
Oh, no.
You're pinned under a net and restrained.
Damn.
That will bring us to Gert.
Does the button seem close enough where I could like shoot an arrow at it to push it?
You could try. The button is going up, so if you hit it with an arrow from this angle, you would hit the side of it.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to also just try to climb as fast as I can to get there.
Sure. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. That's a 14.
You get partway up. That is one success.
Okay.
That'll bring us to Magnolia.
Who is closest to me?
Everyone's pretty close to you right now, because you are all started. Yotik is pinned under the net. Whirl and Gert are making their way up.
Okay, I'm gonna tap my nose. And I'm gonna cast Fly.
Nice.
What does it look like when you cast Fly?
I'm just gonna be like, boop! And I want sparkles to come out of my nose. Like I did a really magical sneeze. And I just want it to just be like, boop! And then I just like sneeze pixie dust and I fly up.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
It's an 11.
You continue to fly up, similar path to Yotik. You dodge past that first tripwire right into another one as another net falls from the sky. You are now pinned on the ground. And you are restrained.
I look over and I'm like, oh yes, there's nets. You've encountered this as well.
Is the net still like on top of me and I'm still like trying to fly up, but it's not like...
Yeah, it's a little like a fish, like a Finding Nemo type situation.
Okay, that's exactly what I want.
End of the round, the timer ticks down. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. And we are back at the top of the round with Whirl.
How difficult is climbing this thing? Like, is this like fairly easy to climb, or is this becoming like I'm gonna like start being slowed down if I keep trying to climb up it?
It looks like it's getting harder as you go along. You can see that there was kind of like some handholds going up. As you go up, it's like there's like two walls that you kind of have to like leap between to get up.
That's neat. Cool. Then I'm gonna wild shape into an ape so that I have a 30-foot climb speed.
Ape shape.
Okay, make an acrobatics check at advantage.
That is... Ooh, that's pretty good. That is a 17.
17, that's a success. As you sort of step onto a platform, there's sort of like a plume of smoke that activates from a little trap, and you manage to dodge out of the way from it, not slow down as your monkey form, I assume a blue monkey.
Of course, obviously.
Starts to climb up. Things are getting bananas.
Oh, God.
That will bring us to Yotik.
I'm going to take out my little jagged dagger thing and start cutting through the net to free myself.
You make an attack roll with your dagger.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm rolling absolute garbage today. Let's see.
You just need a 10 to get through it.
That's perfect. That's exactly... I actually have a pretty good hit modifier. I never use my dagger, so I don't even remember what it is. But that is going to be a 10, exactly.
Yeah, you are able to cut through. It is your action this turn to get out.
Cool. And then I'll spend half my movement to stand up, and then I'll use the remaining 12 and a half feet of movement to just walk. Mundane leg magic.
Just sad Charlie Brown noise. That will bring us to Gert.
Okay, I'll continue to try to acrobat my way up.
Nice. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's not great. That's an 8.
You get up and you see that there's this, you did not notice one of these plumes of smoke, and it hits you right in the face, and you kind of have to like crawl back down as you're coughing. You do not succeed. You're back where you started. Oh, I forgot to roll for the thing, which I should have done after Whirl's turn. So I'll just do it right now.
Oh my god.
It's great.
Oh, good, perfect. More rocks come from the top. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh god.
A 13.
12.
15.
That's gonna be a 4 for me.
Everyone except Whirl takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage as Whirl, you're able to dodge out of the way. The rest of you do not dodge out of the way. That will bring us to Magnolia.
I'm gonna try an Eldritch Blast out of this net.
Nice. Make an attack roll.
E-blast that thing.
Ooh, and you're level 5, so you get two beams now, I believe.
Oh, I'm going to multi-attack
Hell
because
yeah.
the first one was an 8.
Just fire it off.
All right, the second one was a 19. Or a 25.
You eviscerate this net. And just
Hell yeah.
and you are free. You start making your way toward what was your action to get out. That will bring us to the top of the round, which is Whirl.
I guess I'm just gonna... I see a red button and I want to push it, so I'm just gonna keep ape climbing my way up this thingy.
Okay, as the timer ticks down, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Go ahead and make your acrobatics check at advantage because you're monkey. There are like some ropes and other things.
You're monkey.
Oh yeah, that's 17.
17. The DC was 16 for the last one as you
Wow.
reach up and you see this button. Would you like to push it?
Abso-fucking-lutely, I want to push the big red button.
You hear this loud echo through the chamber and everything stops. You will see at the top there is this big red glow that starts to happen near the top of the mountain. This rumbling that grows louder and louder. As you look around and suddenly you'll hear as there's this big explosion of confetti. And it covers everything. And the timer stops.
Yotik, upon seeing confetti, just screams. No! Oh, wait. Everything's fine.
Oh my god. PTSD from confetti.
Post-traumatic or post-confetti stress disorder.
Oh my god. The door. A little type sound effect happens as it slides open.
That was a pretty good party horn sound.
That was really good.
I practice sometimes alone at night.
I feel that.
What else are you supposed to do in the shower?
Exactly. I'm gonna climb my way down from the mountain, just scoop Gert up along the way, and just put her on my back.
Thanks.
Monkey.
I've got this form for like how long? For 2 hours. 2 hours.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna just chill as a monkey for a while.
Monkey.
Point of order. Are you a monkey or are you an ape?
I'm technically an ape.
Oh, okay.
Is there a difference? I'm bad at all science.
Are
I'm
apes
basically-
vegetables?
I'm basically Blue Donkey Kong because
Hell yeah.
what else would I be?
Aw.
What
Classic
color is your
Blanca.
tie?
Also blue.
Interesting. Doubling up on the blue.
Nice. Well, if you were green, you would die. If you were green, you would die. All right. There's another
Actually,
room.
I have to go.
That reference.
I think I actually can't be in this campaign anymore.
Made it, 16, 17 episodes? Time to end. Time for the Jedi to die.
I walk through the door.
Assuming the rest of you follow, you see that it is a medium-sized room with a large metal door. You see no handles, but on either side of each door, you see a lever.
This seems too easy.
I grunt in agreement. So I can't talk because I'm a monkey.
I look back and notice you're a big ape. Oh, gave me a fright. I'm going to very closely investigate the lever on the right.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'll
Right.
investigate the one on the left.
Got it. Go ahead and make an investigation.
That's going to be a 13.
Mine's an 18.
Yodik, you know that these do seem to be working levers, and it seems realistic that they would be connected to the doors. Gert, you notice that as you sort of touch it a little bit, with an 18, there is a hatch up above each of these levers.
Okay. Like a little door above each one?
Yeah, but on the ceiling. So it's
Okay.
20 feet up.
Okay.
Oh, they're probably full of knives or snakes or bees or, spoiled meat.
Yeah.
Maybe all of it. Rotting
Or
snakes with
bananas.
knives. Or bananas.
It might make sense to have something else pull on these levers and we'll just keep our
Yes.
distance from...
Can any of you do the long-range magic hand technique?
I can't, but I do have Neil.
Oh, I wouldn't want Neil to be covered in snakes or rotting meat or blades.
I mean, the good thing about Neil is technically if something bad happens, he'll just go back into his Tamagotchi, but he'll be okay in the long run. Right? Right, Connor?
He appears on your shoulder. Yeah, death is just the next great adventure.
Right? That's what I always say. That's
Yeah.
what Eric always says too, and I pull out a skull. Yeah, that's what I always say.
If Neil dies, he'll just technically go back into the Tamagotchi.
Yeah, he'll just poof back into the Tamagotchi until you take your next long rest.
Okay. I'm willing to risk that. Right, Neil?
Yeah, of course.
Is there dust on the floor? Or dirt or something?
Make an investigation check.
That's a 3.
3. You see that there's some sand on the floor because you all
That's-
track sand in.
Is it enough to draw in? To finger paint in?
Yeah, there's a decent amount of sand. If you scooped it together, you could finger paint. You
Okay.
could finger sand.
I'm going to scoop all the sand together and then attempt to draw. Basically, I'm going to try to draw a rope. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but I'm going to try to draw in the sand a picture of a rope.
Cool. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Cool, not good at that. Oh, hey, that's a 17.
A 17. It starts out looking very snake-like, and then over time you add some detail and make it a rope.
I'm watching as Whirl is drawing this, and I'm like, yes, snakes. I think that's what's waiting for us. Snakes. No, it's not snakes. Oh.
Looks like a rope.
I'll nod and then point to the rope and then point to the handle. Or to
yes.
the lever.
The old-fashioned magic rope technique.
I think I have rope in my... Let's see.
Rope is usually something that comes in adventurers kits. So if any of you took the default item set, you probably have rope.
I think I do. Disguise kit. That's not that. I actually don't think I have rope, but someone else might have it.
Did you get a dental hygiene kit? Maybe you could use the floss.
I mean, I
wish.
have rope, but I kind of don't have my equipment, my equipment absorbed into my ape form, so. But someone should have
I hate when
50
that
feet
happens.
of... Someone ought to have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Let me check. I have a small knife and a little bag of sand.
Why don't we use an unseen servant?
I know, I have one more spell slot.
What if I take the sleeve of my shirt, rip off some fabric from the sleeve of my shirt and tie it together to make a makeshift rope?
How am I the only person in this party that has rope?
Make
don't know how
a
that happened.
survival check, Gert.
Okay. That's a 15.
Yeah, it's good enough to make like 10 feet of rope. You're now sleeveless from now on. But you sun's out, Gert's out.
Okay, great. So I'll tie a little bit to, we'll say, the right lever and stand back with it.
I'll also stand back and prepare Mage Hand and ready in action to drop the left lever.
Gert, you're able to pull up on this and like get the lever up a little bit. Yotik, you pull a little bit with Mage Hand and the lever goes up about halfway, but I believe it's about 10 pounds of force that the Mage Hand can do. It needs a little bit more than that. And you see as you sort of like release it, the lever sinks back down. Gert, same thing. And the moment you stop pulling it, sinks back down.
So it seemed like the rope like wasn't quite strong enough to pull it up?
The rope would be.
The rope would be,
okay. As long as there's like constant force applied.
Right, but the Mage Hand isn't enough.
Yeah. It's close. So it just needs a little bit more oomph.
We could still use Neil.
We're pulling the lever up, right?
Correct.
If the lever was part way up, and I threw a rock at it, would the rock have enough force to shove it the rest of the way up?
If you hit it, potentially, yeah.
The good news is I have some rocks on me.
One of the apes' attacks is they can use a rock as a ranged weapon attack.
And Gert, you have rocks.
It's canon. Yeah.
I'll draw a picture of a rock in the sand and like point to my hand and then like mime throwing it.
An egg? I don't think any of us have eggs.
I didn't lay any eggs this morning. I'm sorry.
We'll say, Magnolia, you can help Whirl throw this rock.
Okay.
So everyone, we got the Mage Hand, we got the rope. Gert, make an athletics check.
Okay.
And Whirl, go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage.
I got a 12.
Managed to get the lever up. It's difficult. You're straining. You don't know how long you can hold it up.
Is a 24.
Nice.
24. Yeah, you can hit that stationary lever and it, boom, just collides into the wall and you hear immediately, clunk, the door opens just like a little bit. And up from above, you see the hatches release and this big mass of green slime drops down to where people would have been standing. But because you're all away, you just get this big green slime just sort of bounces off the ground. It gets some of your boots, some of your fur, but it is not enough to force any sort of Constitution saving throws or potentially poison you.
Is it like Nickelodeon slime?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I like sniff it and try to tell if it's...
What's Nickelodeon slime? This is a fantasy world.
Shit.
I don't know.
This is
There's no
non-trademark
seed.
infringing green slime. It's generic. It's store-brand generic green slime.
Can I like investigate some of it and see if I can determine if it's mucus or slime or poison?
Make an investigation check.
That's a 14.
Yeah, you touch it. It's got like a little kind of like acidic-ness to it. It's definitely not. It's like it's definitely slime of some kind. It doesn't belong to any trademark or brand. You know that for sure. It does look like this is the sort of thing that if it like touched your face or eyes or mouth, it might potentially poison you.
Okay, I'll kind of like shake my head and just like shake it off of my hand.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to kind of like just sort of scrape a little pathway for us to walk down. I'm like parting the green sea.
The rest of you go to the door. You're able to push it the rest of the way open. You see a room that is even smaller than the last. Unlike the other doors, this one has a circular keyhole. It's pretty big. It's actually like orange sized, like a third of a basketball size, if you will. And you see that there's some text written across the door. I build castles and stop floods. I show the flow of time. I make some blind and let others see.
I just, to the door, I yell, sand! It's sand.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is there something written on there?
Yes, there are
Why is he yelling sand?
The markings are words. It's sand. I yell to the door again, sand!
I pick up on
You yell sand.
I pick up on Yodik screaming, and I'm just like, sand, sand.
Yes, that's
Me
all.
too.
Everyone,
Sand.
sand,
Sand.
sand.
I'm gonna walk over to the door and like point at the keyhole.
Oh, yes, very good. I walk over to the keyhole and lean down and yell into it, sand!
You hear on your back, Gert, Blaze is like, sand, sand, sand. Neil is like, sand, 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 sand. Nothing happens.
I love him.
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and find some sand on the ground in another room and pick it up in my cupped. God, it would be really hard to pick up sand with claws, but I'm doing it.
Just like one grain at a time.
I have 2 grains of sand and I run back into the other room.
As said before, there is plenty of sand like all over the floor. It looks like it's tracked in. Yeah, it's one of those things. Once you track sand into the tomb, it's really hard to get out. It's one of those things like
glitter.
It's coarse and
it's
it's
why you
rough
gotta
and
get a
it gets
mat.
everywhere.
NecroWraiths, they never invest in the mat. It's always the traps, always the puzzles, but never the mat.
Hopefully they have an arcane Roomba in the next room to pick up the sand. Oh, I'm sorry, a Toomba.
Oh my god.
Christ. I hate it.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna take the sand and like throw it into the lock.
Pocket sand. You throw it, you hear this sort of like groaning, and then the door opens.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't think that was going to work.
Good job.
I thought the yelling sand was the thing. But okay.
You enter another room. This one, a similar size, but there is a large door. And carved into this door, you see a giant face. The eyes on the door open as you enter. Another set of adventurers. I suppose you'll be wanting to pass through.
Yes, please.
Yes, I suppose.
Fine. I'll ask a question, and as long as no one lies, you may all continue through.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. If everyone could open Messenger, I'm going to send one of you a message.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Whoever got it, take a minute to read. I can see you have the red logo. Everyone clear on the instructions?
Answer question truthfully.
Yes.
Yeah, seems straightforward.
The question is, what is your favorite food? And he's going to turn down the line to look at each of you. Gert, looks to you first.
That's a really good question. I guess I'd probably say there's like a little salad place in my hometown. Made these really great salads. That was probably my favorite food.
Mm-hmm. Turns and looks to you, Magnolia.
Yeah, well, I mean, candy, of course. And I offer him a lollipop.
He does not accept.
Oh.
And instead turns to you, Whirl.
This is a problem. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to use my berry ability while I'm in a wild shape?
Ooh.
Sure.
I'll just like hold out my giant ape hands and conjure a handful of berries.
Your answer is berries. It's like sort of, got it. He doesn't have hands, but
I'm gonna then start eating the berries one by one.
Yotik. He doesn't say your name, but Yotik.
I like a good, like a 100-pound, unbleached, acid-free, archival quality paper. Do the really good stuff.
You see that he closes his eyes Suddenly the face looks angry. One here is lying. Determine who it is, or all of you will be punished.
What?
Just the liar.
That's terrible. Is one of you secretly a cannibal or something and you don't want to admit it?
What's going on here?
I've been eating candy this entire road trip.
That's true. I do see you eat candy all the time. But I also haven't not seen you eat human flesh.
That's true. Okay, whoever's lying, let's just own up to it. We're really close to the middle of the tomb. Why don't you just tell us what your favorite food is?
Can I go up to Yodik and poke his bag and fish around and pull a bone out of the bag and just hold it at him questioningly?
Yes, that's a bone.
Is that your favorite food?
No. I mean, sometimes I'll clean the little bits of extra flesh off of them, but that's not my favorite. That's really more of a chore. It's this. I reach into the bag and I pull out a nice clean sheet of white paper. Or off-white because it's unbleached.
Can I insight check Yodik to see if flesh is in fact his favorite food?
Sure. Make an insight check. Yodik, make a deception or persuasion check and message it to me.
All right.
Soft 20 for insight.
Yodik seems to be telling the truth.
I'm just eagerly munching away on this piece of paper.
Nod and shrug.
The voice turns to you. Who is the liar? Tell me, or you shall all be punished. The face starts glowing red.
Whoever it is needs to own up.
Yeah, just own up to it. We're all friends here. We'll love you no matter what.
Gert, what did you say your favorite food was?
Whose favorite food is salad?
Mine is. I read in a magazine that Chloe Fatone really likes salad, so I really like
that's
salad.
Definitely bullshit.
Oh, what?
Nope, totally bullshit.
But if
no,
Chloe
don't believe
Fatone's
you. Tell me
favorite
what you
food
really
is
like.
salad, then what's your favorite food?
Salad.
Deep down inside.
What was your favorite food before you decided to like Chloe Fatone so much?
Salad. I swear. I didn't really think about it before, but it's my favorite food. You guys are not the liar. I know it sounds like I'm lying. I'm not the liar.
You already made an insight check this round, unfortunately. Okay. So, and the time is up. Are the rest of you accusing Gert?
Do I have time to make my insight check?
Sure.
That is a 22.
Nice.
Gert, go ahead and make a persuasion or deception check and message it to me. Gert seems to be telling the truth.
Magnolia.
Time is up. This is it? Everyone is accusing or not accusing?
I accuse Magnolia.
I accuse Magnolia.
I really like candy.
I'm gonna shrug. I'm gonna shrug because I don't know.
Okay. You did not decide, enough of you. There's this energy that sort of blasts out. Everyone takes 6 points of psychic damage.
Whoa.
Ow.
My brain.
The figure sort of... Let's try this again. As long as no one lies, you may all continue through. The next question is, what is your favorite drink? Turns to you, Gert.
Well, I really love a good smoothie, a good berry smoothie. I honestly should have asked Whirl to make me one in the time that we've been on this adventure.
Does a smoothie count as a drink, or is that a food?
Turns to you, Magnolia.
I really love a good cup of hot cocoa.
Turns to you, Whirl.
I'm gonna write in the sand because I'm still a giant ape. Or not giant ape, just regular sized ape. I'm gonna write in the sand orange soda.
Okay. Turns to you, Yodik.
I don't know what it's called, but I once found a very shapely green bottle, and it had a brown fizzing liquid in it. It was delicious, but I don't know what it's called.
The door kind of closes his eyes, sort of a normal color, and then opens them. The face becomes red again. I'm going to go ahead and message one of you. One here is lying. Determine who it is, or all of you will be punished.
Why? Who's doing this? Which of you?
Yeah,
don't you know?
what's going
We need
on?
to speak the truth. Maybe it's you, Door, who is lying.
Yeah, are you trying to pit us against one another?
Yeah, that's not
Yes,
very
this
nice.
is one of those tricks This is one of those games.
Is that your decision?
Honestly, yeah.
Yes, you probably are lying. I think you're lying about one of us lying.
Is that 3 of you?
Yes. I think you're lying too.
Okay.
I'll nod in agreement and like punch my fist with like one hand, like preparing to punch the door in the face if it seems to continue
The
this.
door glows red, hot. Vigor. Aye. Well done. And then it relaxes. Come through.
What a
And the
little
door opens.
What a little fucker that guy was.
It's like within the walls. You could just hear a little chuckle.
Can I smack my ape fist against the wall as we walk past it?
Rude. As you make your way into the next room.
Magnolia, I'm sorry I accused you.
Yeah, I wasn't messaging any of you.
Are you serious?
It was just, you were just idly typing in a document.
I was like
Just
watching
typing
everyone's
nonsense.
face going, who's getting this message?
Yep. It's a fun one, right? It's subjective. No one really knows. It's like, there's no way he could possibly know it's not a fact.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
true.
Okay. In front of you, there stretches a long stone corridor. Your steps echo as you walk down for a minute or so before you come upon a mural. It depicts people, humanoid creatures sitting, talking, playing there, in parks, on boats, building houses taller and taller. This mural stretches down the hallway for hundreds of feet. As you're sort of walking along, you're cautious, you're making sure there aren't traps or other things. You see people evolving, building machines and developing medicines. You see people performing great works of art. You see joy and sadness and anger and hope. And slowly, as you progress, you notice fewer depictions of nature and more of machines. And there's sickness, war, death, despair. You see large clouds near the end. They're shaped like mushrooms.
Oh no.
And they're sort of surrounded by fire. And then darkness. But you notice afterwards, there are several feet of primed, but unpainted wall beyond it. And where that ends, you see a door. It's massive, circular, and intricate, but complex metal design. And written in brass across the door, you read, "It is not a voice, but a heart that sings."
Oh yes, for those of you who can't read, it says, "It is not a voice, but a heart that sings."
Oh, thank you.
Which seems strange, because hearts don't have mouths. At least those that I've seen.
It is not a voice, but a heart that sings.
That is correct.
Yotik clears his throat. Oh!
You let out a triumphant, beautiful sound. It reverberates through this long corridor and like adds like a bit of beautiful like harmony and echo underneath it. But nothing happens.
I'm gonna shake my head at Yodik and like point at my chest.
Oh, you want to give it a try?
Heart.
Yes, do it.
I don't want to drop my wild shape. This is very difficult.
Monkey.
You gotta do Canadian Sign Language to me. Do any of you have the ability to sing from your heart? Gert, you often sing in a heartfelt manner.
I'm gonna whip out the guitar, the pick of air guitaring.
You, as you take it out, you feel this sort of like, the rest of you don't see anything, but you feel this like heavy, but smooth guitar with like new strings all attached, just appear in your hand.
Amazing. Wait, I have one right here.
Oh
my god!
Oh my
What?
gosh. Okay, I guess I can try to pluck something out with my guitar or my pick of air guitaring. Ready? Take the noise canceling headphones off. Star guided here, there is no fear for us. We can trust what's in our hearts. So hear my plea, this music be my boon. Let me commune our 4 different parts. Trust that this song will relay more than notes and tones. We hold what's right and good, even though Yotik carries round some bones. Wait, okay, yep, here we go. 4 freaks in a sentient fan. We can do anything easily, sometimes illegally, and with berries in hand. This clan will open up the tune. And soon our journey will be complete.
That was amazing.
My God.
I am so emotional.
Oh, it was so good.
That was fantastic. Oh my god.
Thanks. It's funny, I just came up with that right on the spot.
Oh my God.
Wild.
That's amazing.
Absolutely wild.
Oh, Connor.
That was the best
beautiful.
thing
That was
happening
beautiful.
my entire month.
Can I buy that on iTunes?
Yeah, you can stream it on Spotify. I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah. What's your Bandcamp?
Oh, my Bandcamp is #Gert. That's it.
I don't think Bandcamps can have a hashtag in them, but
Well, now they do.
Oh, man.
This is Kanata.
That was amazing.
after all.
That was awesome.
That was beautiful.
Yay.
Wow. Man.
I hope
that
it
was
works.
the most heartfelt thing.
You do see, at that time,
Sorry. Hold
the
for
door
guitar.
makes a hold for guitar.
It's good. It's in place.
The door makes a little click, 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 and then you all feel this jettison of air from all sides around it as the door, this giant metal cylinder, slides forward a foot, 2 feet before resting. It is staying right there, not moving, but you do see a handle which with you can turn it and go forward. Before you step into this room, do you want to take a short rest or a long rest? You have been told by the dear Lord that people who rest in here potentially go mad. It's up to you whether you want to rest before whatever comes next or not.
I mean, I'm a little tired. My brain kind of hurts and a little emotional.
Yes, I certainly wouldn't mind recovering a little bit of arcane energy.
Yeah,
But then again, I don't want to go mad.
I'm torn too because I would like my spell slots back, but
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Fuck.
Gert, that was a beautiful song, but what was the bit about doing illegal things? Have you done illegal things?
I think we've all done illegal things.
I don't think so.
Cut to mash, like just smash cut of just Yotig crime, murder.
We literally started off this journey with murder, Yotik. I think we've done some, not a lot, but some illegal things.
I think that pretty decidedly falls under manslaughter.
Maybe. You might have a point.
Okay, so what are you all doing? Would you
Okay.
like to take a short rest, a long rest, or no rest?
I would like to rest an amount of time. That is my input.
I'll also rest.
I wouldn't mind resting a short amount of time. How mad do you think we'll go for just what is it, 60 minutes?
An hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 minutes to an hour.
He was like gonna give us 12 hours before he called us dead, so that's not gonna take that much time.
I thought he said 2 hours.
Oh.
Did he
I
say
think-
12?
I think he said both because I kind of goofed up a little bit.
I'll
But
wait
that's
somewhere
perfect,
between
because-
1 and 72 hours.
Because now you can't meta to figure it out. It's perfect.
Oh no.
I think
Did it on purpose.
in my personal opinion, think that we're already a little crazy, so an hour will
Yes.
kill us.
Let's hope so. I've never heard of someone dying from madness, but I suppose there's always a first time.
You've been awfully quiet. Just give us a nod, yes or no, whether or not you think this is a good idea.
Yeah, nod yes for a good idea, this for a bad idea.
Monkey.
Ape. I think we rest. I'm feeling not great. The boulders that struck my body, they really did a number on all of this. I gestured to my body.
Okay, do you want to take a short rest or a long rest?
I'll unwild shape, since it seems like we're taking a rest. Yeah, I'd be okay with like an hour to just like
Yes.
chill a little bit.
Collect
Okay.
ourselves.
So short rest.
Let the arcane energies flow.
Okay.
Short rest. During our rest, after I sit and meditate and stroke my mustache for a little while, I'm gonna dump out my bag of bones and start arranging them in a vague body shape, putting together all these miscellaneous bones from different corpses. And I'm going to get out a vial of blood, somebody's blood, who knows who it is, and a piece of flesh and a pinch of bone dust. Throw them all down and do some arcane shit. And whoop! The skeleton all zoops together and then stands up. I give him a high five.
Is it sort of like awkward, bony, like forward poop? I guess
Poop?
Not poop, poop.
Awkward bony poop.
Yeah. That's my band name. As this dead animates to life, I don't think he can communicate with you, but he gives you two bony.
Yes. We're ready.
Yodik, is that going to try to kill us?
No, Eric wouldn't hurt a fly.
Eric!
He nods.
I wake up from my little nap and I see the bony skeleton and I'm just like, the madness! The madness!
Speaking of the madness, I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
I have literally -1 wisdom.
That's a 16.
23.
22.
I'm 15.
You're 15?
No,
No,
I'm 19.
I'm 15.
Right now, none of you feel any different. You don't feel pulsating thoughts of madness. I mean, as said before, you're all pretty crazy already, so.
The madness
bit.
doesn't feel any different than usual.
Yep. Regular madness. You see that there is this giant circular metal door. You go up and you sort of spin this wheel, almost like a ship's wheel on the front of it, and it extracts and then rotates to the side, allowing you to step through into a chamber. And that's where we'll pick up
Oh
next
boy.
time.
Oh, a chamber?
A chamber?
God, I'm still thinking about that song. Such a good
That
joke.
was
so
really good.
So good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't believe we're about to finish this.
Right?
It's crazy.